I got my transmission back. That's it on the trailer in front of me. Just so happens my uncle works up by where I do, and he had his trailer with him. He was picking up a bathtub and a tank for his house. And I called him to ask him if I could borrow his truck, because it'd be easier to put the truck or transmission in the bed of his truck instead of my grandpa's truck. And he said, well, I have the trailer up there, just go pick it up, because where he was going and where I was going was like right across the street from each other, and well, that worked out pretty good. So I'll give you a better look at it and what all went down with it when I get it home and unloaded. And I think that's my boss in the white truck up there. That is my boss in the white truck. Alrighty, I'll pick up the video when I get her home and unloaded. So here's the transmission back from the shop that they rebuilt it in. I don't remember these hooks. They must have put them on there to lift it up with. So, but let me give you the rundown of it. It's got a new input shaft. It's got all new air system on it. All the air parts are new. And I'm just listing off the stuff that I know for sure he did, because I don't have an itemized list of the stuff he did. But that stuff's new. It's got a brand new reverse gear in it because the reverse gear was broke. You remember, and might not have put it up there yet, but the teeth that I found in the bottom of the transmission were from the inside of the reverse gear that held that locking ring in place. They broke off, allowing that locking ring to come out. So it's got new reverse gear, new locking ring. It's got a new seal in the back. I got a new yoke for it. All new gaskets through the whole thing. The bearings, it would be the opposite ends of these. Both of those bearings are brand new. And for you guys that, when I was talking about the seal in the front, there is no seal. That's a centrifugal deal. Somehow, I don't know how, but this works centrifugally, is what I was told. So, as far as I know, that's all that was done to it. I got new airlines for the thing there. I don't think, yeah, he put new fittings on it and everything. I don't, yeah, it should be the same thing. So, but I got all the parts in here, spare parts. Let's take a look. I got the clutch brake and the U-joint there. There's the airlines, new ones. I took him everything in this box and in this thing. But here's the old input shaft. You can see how it was wore in there. It wasn't too bad, but while he had it apart, I told him to replace it. So I got that piece of scrap. These were all the airlines. That valve got replaced. These are extra bolts that he probably didn't need or whatever. I know these two here are for the mountain bracket, and then that ring's for the clutch and other things. Here's more of the air system. The air system pieces weren't bad. They worked, but I told him to replace them. So in here, that's the seal for the back of the transmission, I'm assuming. So that's new. There's what held the input shaft on. That nut for the back there. And here's the reverse gear. Let's look at the damage on this thing. Let's set her up here. Okay, this is the side Let's see, what side was this? I don't remember. This had to be the back side, because I don't remember seeing them slots. But you can see the teeth are all broke off and ground up and everything. You can see there's 2 teeth, and you can see they're all missing. All but 2 of them. So that right there was what the problem was. I got to put the bell housing on it, and then the tower goes in it after it's back in the truck. So, but now for the damage of what it cost me. This transmission's not a reman, as far as they didn't go in and reman it like they do to a transmission when you bring it in. They give it the works or whatever they call it, which basically means they strip it all down, put it all back together. I don't think with new parts. They just replace anything that's questionable. But it gets completely tore down and cleaned and painted and all that good stuff. And I don't know why. I mean, you see they sandblasted that. Why they just didn't sandblast the whole thing and paint it, but that's beyond this point. And that he didn't find anything wrong in. But it's not remanned, it's just patched. If you look at the receipt, it says patched, no warranty, will work when installed. I didn't want him to redo it, the whole thing. I just wanted fixed what needed fixed to save money. I could have bought a remanned one for $2,700 that was a little bit newer. And he pushed me to go that route because parts were a little easier to find. But it wasn't the same transmission. This is like the first generation RTO 12.513. So I mean, he was a little leery about the whole thing, but he wanted me to buy the reman, which was $2,700 and some change. This one I got fixed, just the transmission fixed, with the airlines, the gear, you know, just the transmission part, not including the clutch brake and U-joint. But that was $1,300 or $1,323 to have it patched to the way it is now. And then I had $132 or $133 in the clutch brake and U-joint. So that includes labor and everything, but that's what it cost me to get this fixed. So what I got to do to the truck yet, I got to replace all the airlines where the transmission's at, because you can't get to them with transmission in the way, and some of them are cut and frayed, and I'm going to replace them all while the transmission's out. And that'll be that. So I'm glad to have it back. I'm glad to have that bill out of the way, because that's quite the bill to swallow there. Man, look at that spider crawling on that box. So when I get some time here, I'll have to make some time for it, but I need to get it sealed up all the way and back in the truck, filled up with oil and runner. So and I promise I'll get the videos together that I've already made of the transmission coming out. I'm just in the process of moving into the house right now. This weekend, actually, we're moving everything else that's over here to the house, and my computer won't be over there for a while yet because I got to do the office yet. But that'll be coming up real soon, so maybe this weekend we can get the office almost ready and get that done. But I gotta get the bell housing cleaned up, get ready to go back on, and hopefully be good to go. I don't know if he did anything to the PTO pump, but hopefully nothing leaks. I mean, I don't want anything to leak. So looking at this coating here, see if it's oil or what the heck it is. But yeah, I'm glad to have it back. So alrighty, I'll get this video uploaded tonight, and eventually, like I said, I'll get the rest of the series put up. I've been slacking, but it and a bunch of the other videos. Maybe I'll just take one day this weekend and do it. And then there'll be more to come with this truck. I got the stack in for it. It's in the other room over there. But I got the stack in for it. So we'll do that, and then later on down the road it'll get new tires and stuff like that. I'm gonna switch the back tires out, all of them, different rims, and tires go to a single piece. And then the rear ends will get resealed and all that. Basically go through and make her a good truck again. Not that it's a bad truck, just make it a better truck. So, alrighty, I gotta get going. I got things to do, but I'll get her uploaded and you guys can enjoy her. So thanks for watching.